is you spend a lot of time doing things like this. You're being very generous with your time, and I don't mean that to blow sunshine at you, but like you do a lot of interviews. You spend a lot of time teaching. You spend a lot of time giving of your time and your wisdom, knowledge. Why? Why do you spend time teaching others?
Just across the street every Wednesday, the CSA lets us pick up fresh fruits and vegetables. And the volunteer who runs it, right? And just down the street is the public school where there are 5 teachers who are putting in way more than they need to keep their job. Mm-hmm. And the crossing guard who stands there every morning, rain or shine, and smiles at the kids. Why does she smile? It's not her job to smile at the kids. It's the same thing. It's a privilege. It's an opportunity. How can we not? Mm-hmm. Why would we want to live in a world where everyone around us just takes stuff? Wouldn't we rather live in a world where everyone around us just teaches and tries to pay it forward and says, I learned this secret. Do you want to learn the secret? I was in Kenya, and one thing that fascinated me, I was working with a bunch of farmers. If you talk to the farmers in Iowa or Nebraska, they all know what everybody else is planting. They all know what everyone else's yield is. There are no secrets. Because Iowa farmers don't compete with Iowa farmers. They compete with Nebraska farmers. And the better all the Iowa farmers do, the happier the community is. It was interesting because there's many great things as there are to commend the culture of the people I was hanging out with in Kenya. No one knew what anybody else was doing. That's not how farmers in the U.S. think, but it was how farmers in that valley thought. And as a result, it was taking innovation a much longer time to spread because people didn't know what was working. Well, if I had a choice of being a farmer in that valley in Kenya and being a farmer in Iowa, I'd rather be a farmer in Iowa. Because being surrounded by people who are on the same team. If you look behind me, there are a few books. No one ever says to an author, why do you blurb books? They're your competition. Yeah. Why are you recommending books? They're your competition. Authors know that books sell better in bookstores next to other books. Mm. That if we can create an environment where more people read more books, it's a good thing. My competition isn't Malcolm or Tom or Cheryl or Brene. My competition is I don't read books. Those people, they're my competition.
Yeah, it's funny. The reason I ask you the question, Seth, is because I get the question, right? When I speak, I actually speak to other distributors in our industry. And people are always asking me, why are you helping the competition? I'm like, it helps the industry. It makes us all better.
Exactly.